Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be continuing the story of Season 4. If you haven't already checked out the last video I made on this, I do recommend going to check that out because that'll keep you up to date of where we are at with the story or the movies throughout Season 4. So recently, as you guys can see on screen right now, the drive-in theatre has changed its signs. We've got Dusty Impact, which is pretty cool. The hills are haunted, and the cabin, which is pretty interesting. So the cabin in the Wailing Woods, or in the Wailing Woods. So that is going to be something which is going to be something I really want to focus on. Now let's get straight into this and show you guys exactly where I want to go with this. Now the idea of this is pretty simple. We've seen the Wailing Woods stuff all around. We've seen it based in different locations and stuff. And this is the first part I want to focus on with these stories. Now if you haven't already checked out, the hidden image is all of the heroes fighting for Season 5. So the hidden blockbuster image is all of the heroes fighting for Season 5. Now I also have the leak for Season 6, which I'll show you guys in a moment after we go to Wailing Woods and talk a little bit about the cabin in Wailing Woods and where it's going to appear. So let's head over to Wailing Woods and I'll show you guys that. Well, if you guys already know, we have the secret bunker in Wailing Woods, but the cabin in Wailing Woods has to mean something else. Could it be related to Omega's attack on the heroes? Maybe Omega has kind of pushed the heroes back and they've had to resort to the forest and hide in the forest and kind of camp out and wait for Omega to kind of collect all the stones and then strike again. We don't exactly know yet. So as you can see here, I'm in the forest taking a little look around. We're by Risky, and you can see that Risky itself has all been collected. All the actual meteors itself were actually been collected from Risky. But let's go back into the forest again and take a little look around in there. Now in the forest in general, we've got a few different points. We've got this huge area. This is what I want to focus on here. You look on the outer skirts of it, see like the little outline, and that's where I think the cabin's going to appear. I personally think it's going to be about 4 to 5 stories high. It's going to camo in with the trees because it's going to be made out of wood, and it's going to have a few other different type of structures as well that we can't personally build. Only Epic Games can build them, and it's just going to be a little structure in the wood where we can assume that the heroes have fallen back to. So that in general could be something. There's also a little kind of like square around the maze as well. We could potentially see something pop up there as well for the story. But what makes all this story very interesting for Season 4 is that the Week 6 one, as you can see on screen right now, that the Week 6 one is very, very interesting. It looks like all the villains and the heroes, we've got Valor there, Omega, we've got all the heroes sat down in front of his base, in front of Thingy, what's his name, in front of Omega's base, inside on the other side by, we'll head over to Omega's base now. His base is based by not Salty Springs, it's called Snobby Shores. That's the one. Snobby Shores, based by Snobby Shores. I always get them two mixed up. So his base is like there, and you can see all the characters sat down having a nice little cup of tea, which makes it seem pretty interesting to me. This is something I really want to focus on because this makes me feel like all of this hype so far for the last 5 weeks will be all fake, and all these characters are doing are filming a movie. So what is the real story behind this? If these characters are just filming a movie, is something going on behind the scenes? Because from the Week 6 leak that we can see here, it's around this location that I'm at. The Week 6 leak definitely could mean that we are going to see something different within this story change. Now we've seen a load of stuff going on. We've seen the meteor hit, we've seen Omega collecting all the things, and this is something I really want to focus on because by the looks of it, it looks like the superheroes and the villains are actually all friends because they're sat there drinking a cup of tea on set. So it makes me feel like maybe all of this is actually all fake, all these stories, but what else is there out there that could take over the Fortnite world? Now, if you don't know already, Omega himself could secretly be planning to launch that rocket behind the scenes of the actual movie cuts, which is something that potentially could happen. I personally think this is a big chance of happening. There's also another theory which I want to talk about in a moment. You can see here on screen right now, by Fatal Fields, Omega again, once again, is collecting the little like rocks and the little, what do you call, the little hop rocks from the actual meteor crash by Fatal Fields, and he's exporting them, or transporting them should I say, to his base. So is he actually using these, or is it for the movie scene? That is a question left unanswered, and it's very difficult to answer exactly what's going on, but we could see that being a big occasion. Now, the map itself has had hundreds and hundreds of changes with the textures, little details really with vines and stuff being added in little places. This could link to the Blockbuster skin, which I'll hopefully bring in a video out for you guys on exactly what the Blockbuster skin is. But relating back to Omega's little rocket plan, we also seen Tilted Towers, a little funny thing here. It looks like some stragglers are coming in to collect some kind of like free chairs and fridges and like boxes and stuff to take back to wherever they're based. That's a pretty funny concept. And I also do like something that we see within kind of the football pitch area. We see that Omega is still transporting his resources towards the rocket. Who knows, are these meteor rocks actually fueling the cameras and the electricity to power all the stuff? I don't know. Or is Omega really secretly planning something behind the scenes of all the movies? That again is a question, like I said before, that I would like you guys to answer in the comment section down below, because I don't really know and don't 100% understand. Is this really a movie, or is it kind of going to be something as well as a movie? Now, you're probably wondering, what else could this be? Well, obviously Omega himself could quickly escape the planet and take us to a new world. We see on this meteor, looks like it's been knocked over, kind of like a beast or a dinosaur maybe has been here, or there's been huge wind or something that has knocked this over. That could be an interesting concept. I don't know why exactly that has been knocked over, but it never used to be, so that could be something that we could be seeing within the next futures of Fortnite. Now, we did mention the Haunted Hills stuff as well, and the Dusty Devo stuff within the actual film sign. I went to Haunted Hills myself, as you can see in this gameplay, and I didn't notice any changes at all. So I thought, you know, we'll leave that one out for now, and then around this area, there's nothing at all. So we keep going through, and then we get to the next meteor, and this one, for some reason, still hasn't been touched, which is pretty interesting. I would have expected Omega to already be over here collecting. He has his trucks over here, his base trucks, like the actual people, but the actual like meteor, the hot rocks and stuff are still there to grab if you guys get the time to go and grab that. Now, Dusty Devo itself has been growing green, so Dusty Devo has been changing over the upcoming weeks, and now we've started to see some trees appearing within here, which is pretty interesting. To be honest, I didn't expect this at all, and trees appearing in Dusty is something that kind of shows that the future of Fortnite could actually fill this hole in. We don't know yet. So going inside of Dusty, there is a huge big change inside of here. The actual meteor that hit, or the rock, or the metal piece, or the egg, whatever you want to call it, has been mined into even more. And by the looks of it, it looks like it could be some sort of electronic contraption that maybe Omega is on the hunt for, or maybe there's some sort of egg or beast inside of it. Now, if you guys don't already know, I talked about some leaks in my previous videos, talking about the game mode coming towards the end of the seasons, around season 9, where each team gets to play as one of them, I think they're called like Leviathans or something. I can't remember exactly how you pronounce it. You guys probably be able to know exactly how you pronounce it. But the two big monster beasts which you get to control, it's 50v50, endless respawns, and you have to take down and fight these beasts. That was actually leaked on Reddit, and basically the team that kills the beast first, there's no building, wins the game. Each team has one beast that has loads of health, and you have to defend your beast or attack their beast. Pretty interesting concept. Unlimited respawns. I reckon it would have tons of health, maybe even 20,000 health, something quite like that, where you guys could possibly take that out. That could be the next thing that we could see more hinting towards, rather than the movie set. By the looks of it, from the season 6 leak challenge when they're all having coffee, that kind of like convinces to me that there's got to be something else to this. And we also have an Omega sign and a carbine sign hidden around the map. So do these relate to that? Yes and no. There's something behind this that is kind of confusing me. We understand that these posters, this one's based, I believe this one was based on the tall mountain between Salty and Dusty. This one's based there, and it's a pretty interesting one. It's just a poster of of Carbide, and I didn't really understand what it could be linking. Could it be linking to these two teams are going to have to work together? The villains and the heroes are going to have to form to take out these monsters. Or maybe Omega himself summons the monster, he extracts it from Dusty, he summons his monster, and then Carbide is going to be like, oh no, we have to summon my team, and then each team gets their own monster, and then with their monsters, or the huge like kind of like dinosaur type things, each team gets to control one in the 50v50 game mode, and then obviously as that progresses, that 50v50 game mode will eventually get taken off, but it'll be a temporary game mode where you have to take out the enemy boss, which should be interesting, especially with endless respawns. I think a lot of people would want to play that, and I could see it probably lasting to like week 2 of season 5 as well. It'd be something that'll be in the game for a while because it'll be a big moment for Fortnite. Perfect timing as well for E3, so we don't know exactly what we're going to see with that, but I am absolutely excited for it, and I hope you guys are too. The idea of this story, I'm going to be carrying it on within my channel when we get to about week 7 and week 8, so more and more information will be coming out related to this story, so we know exactly where Fortnite are going to take us in the future. I've really enjoyed doing this video for you guys. Hope you guys have too. I apologize for the lack of uploads today and yesterday. My computer hard drive did blow up, so unfortunately I have been having to repair that and buy a new one, and basically it's taken a very long time. I've struggled making this video today, but it was worth it for you guys because I know many of you loved the story. My last video got at least 70,000 views and so many people were interested in it, so I thought, you know, we may as well carry on that concept so you guys can carry on the story and understand exactly where we're going with Fortnite Battle Royale in the future. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you are new around here, do stick around for daily Fortnite content, as I bring Fortnite content out every single day, from like changing from all sorts of type of content, from tips, tricks, news, stories, anything you really want between Fortnite that's big in the industry, or should I say the community right now. I'll be covering that on my channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and once again, this is postboxpat signing out.